everybody. Sorry for any technical difficulties that you might have had tonight. I just went through a whole spiel, but I didn't start the readings yet, so that's a good thing. So I believe I am live now, and I'm going to start and go for it. So I'm just going to start where I started off the first time around, which was talking about my tea. So tonight I have my favorite mug, one of my favorite mugs, which is a purple mug, handmade, and a detox tea from Trader Joe's. I am not currently trying to detox, but it just tastes good. It tastes like licorice, so I'll be enjoying that tonight. And I hope you guys are really cozy and have your own cup of tea or whatever makes you feel really good, and that you're really comfortable and ready to get in touch with Spirit and see what needs to come through tonight. So I'm going to start with just a quick lesson around how to do your own oracle card reading. So this is something that a lot of people struggle with because they don't know if the cards that they're getting are accurate. They second guess or question themselves when they're doing their own readings, and it can be difficult to really trust the answers that you're getting. So my first piece of advice is to trust when you get a card, especially if it's coming out repeatedly, that it's a card that you're meant to hear and understand and work with. Sometimes we don't really want to hear the messages that are coming through with the cards, or they might echo a little bit of a challenge. But if you are getting that repeated card, work with it and see how you can use it in an empowering way rather than in kind of a scary way. And then also when you go into doing your own reading, check in with your body and your energy. So just kind of sense, are you in a really heightened emotional state? Is your stomach in knots around this issue? Are you feeling a lot of fear? Because the cards will reflect that. If you're feeling really scared about something, or if you're feeling like, I really don't want this to happen, and you have that gripping emotion, then the cards pick up on that dominant energy. So as you go into a reading, just get into that clear meditative state, take some deep breaths, get really peaceful, get cozy, and then when you feel like you're in that state, then pull your cards rather than going in and being like, oh, I have to know now, and trying to get the answers, and the answers are showing you what you don't want to hear. So that brings me to our readings tonight. So we have 3 readings, 3 live readings, and everybody tonight wanted to remain anonymous, which is totally fine. I completely understand. I would not want my personal business shared across Instagram, so I'll not be sharing anybody's names, but I will be sharing the questions so that you know who you are when I'm doing your reading. So keeping in line with the advice that I just gave around readings, if you are receiving a reading tonight, just make yourself comfortable, take some deep breaths, allow yourself to get really relaxed, and just open up your energy field so that I can tune into it and give you clear, accurate answers. So our first reading tonight is around an issue that comes up a lot when I'm working with clients, and it's around physical health and healing. So the question was, will my body heal? And the deck I want to use for that is the Angel Dreams deck by Doreen Virtue. So this is a very gentle healing deck. I've used it for many years, and I just love the way it works when somebody has a question about physical healing, because it taps into not only the physical issue, but also the emotional issue around it. So I'm going to take the cards, and I'll just shuffle them a bunch of times, and I'm going to ask the person receiving this reading just to tune into these cards. Close your eyes and just tune into your question. And I am feeling the top card as being the card that wants to come out tonight, so we'll see what it is. Okay, so the card that we got tonight for you is Dandelion. And this is vitality, empowerment, and perseverance. So I'll hold that up so you can see it. So the Dandelion card, this is a card about weathering the storm. So if you think about a dandelion, it grows through the cracks. Its roots are deep and tough, and then it kind of grows in those places where the sun doesn't really hit, or they're in the cracks of sidewalks. So the message around this is, yes, this is a tough road right now, but there is new growth coming through what looks like kind of a tough or hardened or kind of, constricted place in your body. So think about ways you can start to tap into that dandelion energy. Another piece of dandelion is cleansing and detoxifying. So my suggestion would be around to just really clean out and clear out on a physical level, body, mind, and spirit. So what is it that you're taking into your body that maybe just doesn't serve you? How can you find out what it is that you're taking in that doesn't serve you? Maybe it's seeing a naturopath, or maybe it's doing some sort of allergy testing. That's been coming up for people a lot lately. So thinking about what it is that you can take out, and then I'm also getting what is it that you can add in. So the question around will my body heal is a yes, and there are steps to take as you work towards health and healing. So thinking about the good things that your body can take in. I'm getting lots of fresh air, lots of sunshine, getting outside. It feels like there's like a crunch in your spine. So like what I'm tuning into is that the neck area and the shoulder area feels very compressed. And that's creating a lot of internal pressure in the body, and it's making it hard for the body to perform the detox, even when you're taking in just daily food, your meals every day. The body's in this tightened state. So the first step would be to elongate the body. So that may mean going to see a chiropractor, doing some stretching, relaxing the body so that it can then promote health and healing. So like I said, yes, your body is on its healing path. The dandelion is sprouting out from the sidewalk. You're getting there, but there are steps to take to help it to grow. It doesn't grow by itself. It needs sunlight, and it needs water, and it needs nurturing. And so anything you can do at this point to really take care of and nurture your body, thinking about what it is you need to get rid of and what it is that you can add into your life, will really put you on that path and help to speed the healing up. So thank you so much for your question, and I hope that helps you answer it. I'm going to go on to our next reading, which was a general, what do I need to know? This is what also, in addition to physical health, another really common thing that people come into readings with. So they kind of just want a general spread. They want to know, like, what is it that I need to hear tonight? And I love this question because it means that you're surrendering. When you say, what do I need to hear, you're not kind of saying, okay, this is what I want to hear. You're saying, what is it that needs to come through for me? So I am excited to answer that. I am going to use I was going to use the Sacred Traveler deck, but I'm feeling the Angel Dreams deck again. And that does happen in readings. When I work with somebody, I tune into the deck that wants to work with you. And so I might have a logical idea in my mind of what it is that I think the person will need to hear. And then all of a sudden my attention goes to another deck, and I realize that deck wants to work with you. So I'm going to trust that, and I'm going to follow my own gut around that, and shuffle the deck again. And just tune into that question, and I'll have you tune into that as well. Okay, there's one that really wants to come out. It'll be funny if it's the same ones before. That does happen sometimes in back-to-back readings. Okay, so it's not the same one, but it's kind of similar. It's spring, and the message on here is awakening, projects, and renewal. This is a beautiful, positive card about new growth, and the message that I'm getting through this is that it is akin to the early stages of spring, like where we are now. So the new growth, we don't necessarily see it yet. It's a little bit dormant. We're just starting to see new growth kind of arrive on the surface, but we're not seeing the full bloom of late spring and summer. So what you need to know tonight is that you may not see the progress on the physical level. You're not necessarily seeing like major changes or big things happening yet, but you're feeling them coming. You're feeling them starting to be ready to grow. And you're starting to see just those first buds and the growth on, I have like the yellow forsythia outside, and I know that things are changing and shifting, and that what needs to bloom will bloom in its own time, and that it's getting ready to do so. And I'm also receiving the message that the blooming goes hand in hand with the healing process. So as the healing process deepens, the blooming can grow and show more and be more proficient and efficient in taking you and everybody to that next level. So it's a really good, promising card, and it's about a little bit of a wait until you see the full bloom, but know that it is coming. This also feels, the projects piece of it is coming up for me, and I'm getting this huge rush of creativity that is being asked for you to connect with, and it feels related again to the planting and the preparation and all of the blooms, everything that will bloom, both physically in terms of the flowers and the plants that surround you, and also on the emotional, metaphorical level of knowing that what needs to be healed is being healed, and that there is great progress being made, even if it's dormant, even if it's underneath the surface and it's not showing itself fully yet. It will. So that is the spring card, and thank you so much for participating tonight. I really appreciate it. Okay, and our last reading tonight is a question around a number sequence. And I love numbers. I talked about them in my energy forecast on Sunday. I think they're really powerful. And numbers hold a vibration. So same thing like getting repeated oracle cards. When you see repeated number sequences, it means that there's a message that is trying to be sent to you, and it's just all about opening up to receive it. So I'm going to pull a card to see what this number sequence means specifically for you. And now my attention is definitely being attracted to the Sacred Traveler deck. So this one I will shuffle, and I will tune into your energy. Okay, and this card is popping out to me. All right. Okay, so you got the Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. So this is a card, and there's a fox on this card too, and I'm going to get to fox symbolism in just a second for everybody. It also looks like there's a compass on this card and a map. So I'll hold it up so you can see, everybody can see it hopefully. The Wandering Path card is a card about not moving from A to B to C and moving in a very linear journey. It's about kind of hitting different stops along the way and not spending too much time in any of them. The 111 to me is actually, it feels to me like a message around keeping your faith, which is usually more of a 222 sequence. But the 111, it's keeping your faith, and it's also that you're starting a new cycle, but it's like the spring card that we just saw, where you're not in the full bloom of it yet. You're still in that slightly dormant phase where you're just starting to see the buds on the trees. And it's about having faith that you will get to the full bloom, and that the new cycle is starting, but there's just some extra clearing that needs to happen in the meantime before the full bloom occurs. And the Wandering Path is about, it says enjoy the journey, so it's about kind of saying, okay, I'm getting this image of you having, it looks like this basket, and you're picking out, so if you were looking at a flower garden, and there are some weeds and there are some blooms, you're picking out the blooms and you're leaving the weeds behind. You're not picking the weeds. So you're taking from each of these pieces of your journey the beautiful flowers, the beautiful lessons that are going to stay with you for forever, and that you will carry with you as you go to the next phase of your journey. And as you gather more and more blooms, you're learning more and more, and you're able to manifest even better and higher vibration opportunities. And I would put that out there as an affirmation. I'm seeing you doing a daily affirmation from now, and I'm getting for the next 30 days, affirming that you are bringing in a high vibration work opportunity that gives you joy and helps you to spread your light, and that you're connecting with people that you need to connect with. And that will kind of start to help the wheels turn a little bit. So daily affirmation, you can write it down on a piece of paper. You can, and just put it, on your nightstand or wherever you put things that, you want to see every day. Or you can just have it in your mind without writing it down and just say it out loud every day. And then after you say the affirmation, take a deep breath, release any tension from your body, let it go, and just affirm that you trust the universe to bring you exactly what it is you need, and you will receive it. So I hope that answers everybody's questions. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I will be doing these live readings every week, so please, if you are interested in having a live reading, please send me your questions. You can email me, you can send me a direct message, you can go to my website and get in touch that way, and I'm happy to answer them and pull a card for you. And for everybody joining live tonight, or watching the video, even, I think it's up for about 24 hours on Instagram, I just wanted to offer a special on my intuitive readings. So I'd like to offer a 1-hour intuitive reading for $50, and that normally goes for $125. So that's a big discount, but I'm just venturing out into social media, and I'm really excited to do it, but I'm putting myself out there, and I just want to thank you all who are going on the journey with me. So if you are interested in booking a reading, just send me an email saying that you watched the live video, and I'm happy to give you the discount pricing. And you can use the reading at any point in the future too. So you can buy it now and then book it for 2 months down the road, and I'll have, I'll know that you had already purchased it that way. And then you can also go to my website. It's www.wisewomanliving.net. And on there, if you sign up for my newsletter, if you have not already, if you look at the receive a free reading box, type in your email address, hit get your reading, and I'll add you to my newsletter list, and I will send you a 1-card reading if you're not yet on my newsletter list. So thank you guys again for joining me tonight. I will be back on Sunday with an energy forecast, and I look forward to seeing you all then. Good night.